I'm back out on Lake Toho this morning because it's where I fish all the time. We're not out offshore right now. We got another big front coming through, and like we just had a couple days ago, some pretty nasty weather coming in tomorrow, but the weather is absolutely awesome this morning, and there's hardly anybody out here on the lake. I got Tad with me from Louisiana, and we are up shallow because these fish should be spawning. We just came off of a major cold front. Can't see beds here because the water's dark, but there's probably some staging fish in here. We've already caught a couple little buck bass on a speed worm. This deal right here, I just have it with a 16th ounce weight, or an 1/8 ounce weight, I'm sorry. I ran out of my screw-in bullet weights, but this is just a little zoom speed worm, and we're reeling them through the pads and Kissimmee grass and off these bulrushes and stuff, and hopefully we'll find some big fish. We're going to hit a bunch of different areas doing this, and you better believe we will also be hitting that offshore grass area where those big fish are at. But that spot doesn't get right for me till about 10:30. So we got some cloud cover, light breeze, and we're going to see what we can do up here shallow. Throwing the speed worm, so let's see how it goes. Oh, here's one. That hit it on the edge. Oh, there he went. That fish, I reeled it out, and right here on the edge, I just stopped it, and he thumped it. I mean, he wasn't big, it was another buck bass, but, and I lost him. On the board. Hey, it's bigger than mine. Throwing a speed worm. Were you reeling it when you hit it?
No, I stopped.
Stopped it on the pads?
Yeah, right off the pad.
Yeah. So we came back, like I was telling you, we came back in here the other day and didn't catch anything. But this is much better. I had a trip years ago back in here. There weren't any pads, or there wasn't pads like this. It was little clumps of them, and with a customer of mine from Canada, we fished a tournament the day before. It was real weird. I used to do this deal where we'd practice a day and then fish a tournament together, but the way his scheduling worked out, it was a Saturday tournament, and then we went and fished the next day. And we ran down to Kissimmee the day before, and I don't remember what we had, but I don't even think we weighed them in, or it was bad. And then we came in here the next day, and we were using the skinny dippers though, on a weighted screw lock hook. They don't seem to want to eat those like they used to. And we came in here and whacked them. Well, I don't think we had a big fish, maybe 5, but it was like 3.5, 4, 4.5, and it was one after another. And probably should have fished there the day before in the tournament. Yeah, it's real important though when you do these like you did, is like that stop. Because some days you'll get bites doing while you're reeling it, like a 5-year-old would do, just throwing it out and reeling it in. Some days they want it stopped, and some days you'll just get bites doing both. But they have not bit that well this morning, so. Oh, look at that bed. Woo! See that one? Yeah. So you can't see if there's anything on it or not. Boy, it would be some hard sight fishing today, wouldn't it? You just can't see. I guess you could. bet if one about 8 pounds swam across it, I'd probably be able to tell. Oh, there's the male. My first sight fishing fish of the year. Look at that. There's a bed right here. I don't know if you can see it, but I just caught this big giant off of it. That's about 8 inches long. I saw something swim across the bed and then I felt him tap at it. My first bed fishing of the year, and I catch an 8. I can just tell people I caught an 8 off a bed without getting specific. No, it's just an 8. There's one. Come out of there. He hit it right when it hit the water too. Another giant. Giant Lake Toho bass. See how there's all this messy hydrilla out here, and then where the pads start, the hydrilla drops down, and that's where that came out of. But I mean, we've made 100 casts and stuff like that. I thought he was big because I threw it in there and just let it sink, and he just pulled my rod down. So I thought it was gonna be bigger than that. A giant. Was you moving it?
Yeah.
That's a good sign.
A little rolling and spinnerbait.
Yeah. They're all the same size though. Mm-hmm. Is he? Yep. Just like if you gave a kid a worm and didn't tell him how to fish it. That's the speed worm. God. You see that? That was on the fluke. No, it came off. Whew. Might have to switch to a fluke if I get another bite on it. See that? Yeah. And he doesn't have it. He came back and got it. Well, it was just sitting there. Is he still on there? Oh, he's all... No, he came off. I let it just sink down that hole and he came back and got it again. That's unproductive. It's a pretty awesome fishing weather day, to be honest with you. There you go. Speed worm?
Yeah, speed worm.
Is that
crappie?
A big crappie. I have never caught a speed worm. I mean, that's a big crappie.
Yeah, it's a nice size in there.
Gotta bring a Louisiana guy out here to catch a sockaway on a... Did I say that right?
Yeah. chocolate. That's
on a speed worm. That's a big one. Jeez, look at that thing.
pretty color.
You gonna get in trouble for throwing that back if anybody in Louisiana sees the video?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good size right there.
I know that is a big one. You caught one last time you were here on a, was it a rattle trap?
Yep.
And a bluegill?
Yep.
You just thought you were going bass fishing. It was narrow, and at first I'm like, what is that? A cross between a crappie and a bass? You get hit?
Yeah.
Hey, you're back on the right species. They are not jumping on this stuff though, are they? I was just hoping it was gonna be bigger, so our biggest fish of the day is not a crappie. He must have been swimming at you because he swallowed it. Not too bad. It wasn't. It came right out though. I threw that big speed. Sometimes they want that big speed worm, and we threw that the other day because it's all I had in the boat. And they would not touch it. And then they just want this small one a lot of times. Not a bad fish. Man, he hit it so sluggish and just sat there with it. I mean, he's not a giant, but he looks like a giant compared to everything else we've caught today. Not a bad fish.
That was good.
3 1/4 probably. But he didn't really hit it. I mean, obviously he hit it, but it just sat there and it was just like a mushy feel. And I actually pulled on him and he pulled back. We're heading in for the day, and we had pretty nice weather. We got rained on a little bit, so I went down to one camera, the one that was on the pole. I've just been wearing this camera the rest of the day. Wasn't very good. I can guarantee you won't see my big offshore hydrilla spot because we didn't even get a bite in there today. We actually didn't get any offshore bites until the very end, and that was just in scattered hydrilla. But mainly today we just threw that smaller zoom speed worm on an 1/8 ounce weight over scattered hydrilla, it's a good search bait when the fish are in this pre-spawn / spawn right after the full moon. I think these fish kind of got stuck here wanting to spawn but didn't quite all move up.